Hey, my name's Alex, and I'm adopted from Colombia. Around 19 years old, I actually found my biological family. They were looking for me on Facebook. I used to look up my biological name on Google to see if anything came up, and I found a Facebook group looking for me, saying, "Help us find our baby brother." And that day was the day that I realized that I had 3 biological sisters. It was a very life-changing event for me. My identity immediately changed. Yeah, it was surreal. I actually went to Sweden and went to Denmark to meet both of my biological sisters for the first time. My entire identity once again shifted, and there was a lot of different emotions that I'd felt and a lot of different thoughts that I had. And meeting my blood family for the first time was just something that I had never experienced before, which I'm sure a lot of adoptees have not yet experienced that. I realized that over the years that us adoptees have a lot of mental struggles, and we have a lot of different stories that people should hear. As an adoptee, I always felt alone and alien and different. I always felt like I just wanted to connect with people. Actually, I was really obsessed with increasing the quality of my consciousness and really trying to find objectivity. I feel like a lot of adoptees went through this and go through a lot of different other emotional and mental struggles. One of them being connection. We have a lot of resilience as adoptees. We have a lot of stories to tell. Parents across the world and adoptees across the world and just general people need to hear our stories. We have a lot of struggles, mental struggles and obstacles that can help other people deal with their problems. I think a lot of the times our stories are not really told. We just know them and we own them, and some of us don't even like our stories. Some of us run away from our stories, and some of us are ashamed of it. I want to change that. Sometimes all we need to do is communicate our stories and be heard, express our emotions and our stories, because maybe we weren't allowed to do that as a child. We're born into a different place. We're born sometimes knowing, sometimes not knowing that we're adopted. There's just so many different things that come out of that type of situation. My parents are older. They're in their 70s now. For them, money really meant a lot. It's really important to tell adopted parents that although money means a lot, it's not as valuable as love, communication and connection, listening, and teaching your child how to have emotions, how to regulate emotions, and how to handle stress. I really want adopted parents and adoptees themselves to understand the psychological and mental struggles that we already deal with from the moment we're born. I feel as though in order to break the intergenerational trauma, we have to talk about our stories. We have to talk about our struggles, even if it hurts our parents. We have to talk about it, or else it'll never get solved. Your story needs to be shared. This group will be a really good place for you to maybe heal yourself, to maybe allow yourself to be heard by others, maybe say things to your parents that you're not allowed to say. For me, I know that my parents are codependent. My parents are somewhat emotionally immature. They did their best. They love me, and I don't resent them, which is, I think, another problem that a lot of adoptees deal with. They resent their biological family, or they resent their adoptive family, or they resent both of them. I had a lot of codependent issues too, and I know that was partially from my parents, and I think partially from being adopted. When you're communicating your own story to the world, you are accepting it, and you are starting to work through thoughts and rewire your brain to understand that it's okay. You are who you are, and it's okay. Your past is not who you are today. It's just experiences that you went through that were there for you to learn, and it was really there for you to grow and to teach others how to deal with those types of situations. I created this group because I really wanted to create a community of voices for adoptees. So there's going to be resources for you in my group, but mostly it's mainly just going to be adoptees' stories being posted through 3 different ways you can share. Interview with me, submit a video, or submit a written description with a photo. We should be proud of our resilience, and we should be proud of the story. And our story can help a lot of different people. But don't be afraid of your story. Share it here, because this place is going to be where people are going to go to learn about the minds of adoptees. So welcome to the Adopted Voices community, and please share your story, because you might help change the world.